We're live. Hold on. Sorry, I'm streaming from a new. Okay, got that message. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and the good news is I can now share my screen. For example, now I can do this, and you guys can see my screen. But anyways, so now I can screen share, but the problem is now I have this editor. No, I don't want to do that. How do I go back? What is that? No, that's not log out. I don't want to do that. Okay, here we are. Now I'm back. So now I don't know how to check messages though if they're coming in. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna log into my YouTube channel and watch this video live on my YouTube channel here and see if there's comments coming in. That way I can answer them. And also, let me share this stream. So just bear with me, guys. So, I'll just start talking so there's not like dead space. But this whole coronavirus thing has been kind of crazy. Back in March 17th, I remember the day even because I remember going downtown and just thinking like, I don't know, who knows how serious this is. We didn't know much back in March. There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and click it. Grooming during COVID-19. And I put the date on it, just as like a almost like a journal to myself, so I can look back on this date. But let me just backtrack. Back in March, when I decided to quarantine, because I remember going downtown. There we go. Pause. Can we see the chat though? Okay, there's the chat. Perfect. Sherry Berry, what's up? And Mindy, how are you? Sue, that's not fair. I don't have a beer. Oh, okay. You saw me. Shoot, I'm about to finish this. I got a tall one too. Oh man, but anyways, okay, so I can go back here. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Look at that. I can screen share now. Isn't that awesome? Anyways, let me go ahead and put it down here in the corner. So if I do screen share, you can still kind of see me. Anyways, okay. That's you. And then our favorite groomer. Hey, what's up, Patty? Buffy, what's up, Buffy? Buffy's in the house. Okay, Buffy says you have screen blocking your head. Yeah, the screen share. Just to show that I can screen share now. Isn't that awesome? I can screen share. Anyways, okay. Oh, let me do this. Okay, there we go. Um, what's up, LC? And our favorite groomer says I am still trying to figure that Streamlabs out. Yeah, you know, I'm not a techie. I'm still surprised. I'm still shocked that I have a YouTube channel. Seriously, I'm the last guy that should be doing this. Okay. Um, Rachel Burgett. What's up, Rachel? Sherry Berry says, you are incognito. Are you hiding? No. Cheers. Jamie Hansen says, thank you so much. Okay, perfect. So, so when I decided to quarantine myself for 2 weeks, it ended up being more like 3, 4 weeks. And then finally, I just people were really begging. They're like, we really need you. They're like, our dogs are just in horrible shape, and they were. And first, I went to one house where the lady has lung issues, and she goes to a pulmonary specialist. And I figured if anybody's being careful, if anywhere's safe, then it's her house, right? And she wouldn't just invite anyone over either. She is trying to be safe as possible as well. So that's what I did first. And then I went to her house and now I realize, like, this is less riskier than going to the grocery store. So then I decided, okay, I'm just gonna go to one house a day though, because I don't want to be traveling too much, one house to another, just in case when I go to the gas station or grocery store, just in case I'm incubating the virus. I just figured one house a day is enough because if I start going 2 houses a day or three, then if I get an email or one of my clients contacts me and says like, "Hey June, we tested positive for the coronavirus, and you were over our house grooming, Max or whatever. I would be like, oh, you know, then I would have to go get tested, and if I come back positive, then I would have to go back and track where each house that I've been to. And I feel like, I just want to try to reduce my footprint as much as possible. You know what I mean? And that way, at the worst case scenario, if I have to go 2 weeks back, then it'll be more like 10 houses, 10 families that I have to contact rather than like 20, 30, rather than it getting out of hand like that. So until until we get a better handle on this whole pandemic and what's going on, I just feel like, yes, money. So one of my clients the other day, excuse me. Okay, so one of my clients the other day, it was Monday, she was telling me, June, you really should just go to 2 houses a day. She was like, why not, Because I was done with her dog probably by like around noon, 1. And so I could have totally taken another client in the afternoon, but I told her, my reasoning, and she was like, no. She was like, you got to do what's best for you. And I remember the quote, like, self-sacrifice always leads to resentment. But I just feel like, just given the times, given the circumstances, I've never lived through a time like this before. This is my first time experiencing something like this. And I don't know enough, and I want to be as careful as possible. Maybe I'm being too careful, but I'd rather be too careful. It took a lot for me to even decide to go out back to work, but staying at home, it really, I just started to feel like, what is my purpose? Like, I started to lose a sense of purpose, and it was nice for the first week, taking my dogs on a walk during the day and everything, and just, I don't know, just, but after a while, just like, I needed to feel like useful, I guess. But anyways, now tomorrow, tomorrow I'm actually going to a self-wash location. Now here's the thing about self-wash locations. Most of them, all of them that I know of actually don't allow any grooming. And I told my client that because she is worried. She doesn't want me to come into her house because she's worried that she's, you know, she's just worried that she's gonna get it. She doesn't want people coming to her house. She's being overly cautious, which I totally respect. And I told her, if you want to be safe, let's just wait till there's a vaccine. And I wasn't being facetious or like, oh, let's just wait till there's a vaccine then. Hopefully there'll be a vaccine very soon before the end of the year. Hopefully. I know that's optimistic, but I was being serious, like, because I want to be respectful of how everyone's feeling. Um, so she looked around and she found a couple of places that she's telling me that they're allowing her to use the space for 4 hours. And you know I'm thinking, do they know I'm going to be doing a haircut though, and pulling out scissors and clippers and all these grooming tools? Are they okay with that? I don't know, but we agreed to meet there tomorrow morning at 11, and we'll see when I get there. I'm just going to explain to the people, the whoever's working there, the manager or whoever, I'm gonna be busting out grooming tools, and I'm gonna be back there for about 3, 4 hours, and I'm gonna do a haircut. You guys okay with that? Like, that's okay? You know? I don't know. You tell me, If they say, no, we're not okay with that, you can't actually do a haircut and use clippers and scissors. That's a liability. I've I've been through all this before because when I first came back to Atlanta and I was doing this house call thing, I even put it up on my Facebook page. I was using Petco locations that had self-wash available, especially this place that I'm going to actually tomorrow. Isn't that funny? So tomorrow the place I'm going to is called Pet People in Dunwoody. But it was actually Petco Unleashed. That same location was Petco Unleashed. And they have a self-wash location in the back. And that's where I was actually grooming dogs. And the people there in Dunwoody that didn't want me to set up in their house, and we would meet there in the morning. And then, sometimes I would have 2 clients lined up back to back. So I would groom a dog in the morning, and the client would come and pick up, and I would have another client dropping off, and I would groom. And I basically ran like a grooming business out of their self wash area there. And I would be respectful, of course, try to do it on days where they're not busy. and I never solicited business. And I even wrote out a bunch of agreements. And I know I didn't have to, but I just did. And I signed it and I gave it to the manager at the location. Basically, these agreements that I would not solicit any business there. If any dog is injured, I will take full responsibility. I will not, they're not liable in any way. All these things. And I signed it and I gave it to the manager there at that location. But the corporate, somebody from corporate came and they were like, hell no, no, like, this shit ain't working. And so they told me, no, you can't do this, is liability. And so, and I understand, of course, I'm not talking bad about, of course I understand, and I remember one time I got ran out of a different Petco location, and the manager there yelled at me. It was a gentleman. He was like, you're gonna run a business out of my business? Hell no, get the F out of here. I was like, dude, it's not even that big of a deal, you could just said no. Anyways, um, yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to that Petco. Well, it's not Petco, it's Pet People. They bought that. I guess because Petco, I guess, closed down, and then I guess they moved in Pet People, and that's a small franchise here in Georgia. Because I think they have a couple of different locations. They have a location in Buckhead, and now this one in Dunwoody that I'm going to go to tomorrow. And we'll see. I mean, they might say, no, you can't do that. And I'll say, okay. And then, and then I'll just give her a big old hug, say, hey, come over here, give her a kiss, because social distancing and everything, we want to be careful. And so I'll say, sorry about that. We can't groom your dog today. We'll just try again when, whatever. And then give her a big fat kiss, saying, mwah! Because that's what we do when we're trying to social distance and be safe. So, because I want to respect everybody's health and their personal space, and that's what we do. I only do hugs. I don't know how to do handshakes. You know what though? I was thinking, seriously though, what if the Asian culture, how they bow to each other? What if that's kind of how this all started? Maybe they know something like, hey, instead of us whole shaking hands and kissing each other on the cheek, like just bowing to each other, like, hey, 6 feet, you know, bow from 6 feet away. Okay, let me see here. Oh, we got some comments coming in. Let me see here. LC says, it's kind of weird seeing you sit at home. You're usually out and about grooming. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I groomed today too. I groomed two little Maltipoos today. Oh man, they're so handsome. Anyways, and then had a Toastmasters meeting. Actually, I was sitting right here, and we had a Toastmasters meeting. Hey, you know what? Just for fun, I was a table topics master tonight, meaning they're impromptu speeches, and I came up with a few questions to answer. And one is, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? And would you use it for good or evil? And the second question is, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you are? And then the next question I have, if you're in a bad mood, do you prefer to be left alone or be cheered up by someone? And I really liked how this one fellow Toastmaster answered that question. But I like that question because everyone's answer is a little different and it tells you a lot about that person, especially, how they feel and how they want to be treated, I guess, when they're in a bad mood. Do they want to be left alone or would they prefer someone to try to cheer them up, right? And then, would you rather live a life? Okay, yeah. So this next question was, I love the answer to this one, but everyone's answer is different. And there's no right answer. Would you rather live life as it comes or know for sure the purpose and direction of your life? And that's interesting, right? Would you rather have your life all mapped out for you? Maybe a wizard or some, I don't know, writing in the sky. Would you rather live your life as it comes, not knowing what's around the corner? Or would you prefer to know the purpose and direction of your life? The last question I have is, would you rather be married in an arranged marriage or spend the rest of your life single? And one of the Toastmaster that answered that question, he's 73 years old. Oh my goodness, I loved his answer. But anyways, um, yeah, that's interesting, right? Would you rather be married in an arranged marriage? Because in Asia, they still do that, or spend the rest of your life at home. I mean, not at home, rest of your life single. Anyways, so that's kind of like what a Toastmaster meeting is like. I'm sure table topics questions are all different. Those are just the ones I came up with. But anyways, um, the answers were really fascinating. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. I don't even know. Um, Sherryberry. Luckily, I'm getting to work from home now. Nice, Sherryberry. You're grooming out of your home, or what kind of work do you do? Um, LC says, and if you are grooming out of your home, how are you handling that? People coming to your home dropping off their dogs, because they're potentially, right? We have to assume that everybody is potentially carrying the virus without knowing it, right? Especially to protect our household. If you're running a grooming shop out of your house, I think that, and especially I'm hearing about, customers of grooming shops and clients of, like, regular groomers, like, whether you consider them customers or clients, anyways, your patrons, I guess. The patrons of these businesses don't respect the rules that are posted, and they're coming in not wearing masks, and their dogs are off leash and things like that. These safety protocols, staying 6 feet away from each other, like a whole families would come in, and they would, like, they just don't respect any of the rules that they're posting up. And so if somebody were to act like that coming into your home, dropping off their dog, I think that would be real problems, right? Now we got, why am I making fists? I don't know. But we got some serious problems, right? I don't know. But I think, it's it's tough out there. It's tough because nobody really knows what to do for sure. And now it seems like we might, they're talking about doing another mandatory shutdown because the numbers are spiking again. Like, oh my God, can we really handle that though? Because I know a lot of businesses are struggling. Can we really handle another shutdown? I don't know. LC says, have you ever thought about getting your own grooming van, like the lady you featured from South Carolina? You know what though? Let's just be real. It's about $100,000 investment, and I would rather put that $100,000 investment on a small retail space so I can start my own school and have about 5 students at the most. About five, maybe 6 at the most, but about 5 students coming in to start with, and make it like a full, um, like a real hair salon. Model the course like that, where they have to do so many hours, and something like that. So my next plan in my career would be to start a school, and a small one, so I can really create value. You know, let's see. Buffy says, when you going to add the membership button so that we can support you? Oh no, no, I don't know. I don't know. For me, I just don't feel comfortable with that. It's like I like to come and go as I please, and I feel like if people were paying me, I feel obligated to show up. And sometimes I'm an introvert. And a lot of people find that very hard to believe. And I didn't even know that about myself either, because I love people so much. I love people, and I love, everybody would say I'm outgoing, but I guess, part of the introvertedness is that I give so much. I guess I give so much, and I feel so much when I'm talking to people and they tell me their stories, and I feel so much, and I love connecting. But when there is that connection, there is that energy exchange, and so for sometimes weeks, sometimes months, I just wanna enjoy nature, just go out in the woods with my dogs, and sometimes I'll post it on Instagram because I do miss feeling connected with people, but I just kind of want my alone time. I'm weird. I tell people all the time I'm an embarrassingly flawed person, but yeah, oh man, thank you so much though, Buffy. I really appreciate every time you donate to the other channel. And I'm so glad on this channel there isn't even that option. You can't even donate because I love I love the fact that you're here, Buffy. I love that fact that you're willing to give me some of your time and attention, because that's the greatest gift we could give anybody, right? That's all. That's the most precious thing that we have in this world is our time and our attention. Which is why these days I just refuse to engage in arguing with people or spending any time with people that don't make me feel good, because I just don't have time for that. And I don't even have enough time to give my attention to people that I really do care about. So the last thing I want to do is argue with people. Anyways, she's Buffy says, groom my dogs with my notes from you and tools from my favorite groomers, and they turned out great. Nice. Well, great for me, but that's pretty good. Nice. Congratulations, Buffy. Um, she says, oh, if they have groomers on site, I would assume your grooming would be a big no, if not possible long shot. If they have groomers on site, I would assume your grooming would be a big no. If- yeah, okay, at the self wash tomorrow you're talking about. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have a feeling that I'm gonna go there tomorrow morning. We're supposed to meet at 11, and they're gonna say no, and I'm gonna say okay, and then again, I'm just gonna tackle her. Come here, and just give her a big old hug. Say it's been a long time. Because again, hashtag social distancing, hashtag you know keep your keep your distance. Anyways, Buffy says, I don't know why I keep reading jokes. Buffy says, I always hated shaking hands in church. I'd rather bow. Yeah. Holy cow, who just did the $15? Was that possible? I didn't think that was possible on this channel because I didn't have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Buffy. It's like I'll prove you. I'll show you. Thank you so much, Buffy. Man, you really don't have to. And I don't. I know I don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. I mean, you don't. Anyways, um, let's see. Buffy says, "I would like to detect dishonesty for good." Mm-hmm. I'm 28, going on. Oh, you were answering the questions. Oh, nice. So if you had a superpower, it would be to detect honesty, and you would use it for good. Aha. Well, have you seen Lie to Me? I thought that I didn't watch all the episodes, but I saw some of the first few episodes. I thought it was fascinating how he can tell if you're lying just by little micro expressions that just people can't even control subconsciously, and it happens so quick. But he catches it. He's like, anyways, I thought it was amazing. But anyways. And then how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? 28. And none of your business. Um, yeah, when you're in a bad mood, you like to be left alone. Nice. And that's me too. That's the I think most people are like that, right? But some of us do. I mean, when I was younger, I did like it when somebody tried to cheer me up. But these days, I just like my alone time. I need to just work it out. Um, Let's see. Catherine Rivera says the power of teleportation. Oh, that would be nice, right? Buffy said I would teleport right now. I would teleport like to a different country. Um, let's see. Just to see, like Iceland or something. Have you seen Eurovision? Oh my God, Will Ferrell's movie. Um, let's see. Buffy says I'd rather live my life on my own terms. Yeah, right. Yeah, no marriage. That's what that gentleman said too. And he's saying that he has friends that he knows who's married. Anyways, Buffy says, but it's our choice. Plus, read the rest of the comment after that. Elsie says, true. I think you're worth the support. Oh, thank you so much, Elsie. By watching this, though, by being here and commenting that, Elsie, you're supporting this channel. Thank you so much. Buffy says, I support Amy, and I hardly get time to watch her. Say I feel so bad, and then it gets all backed up, and it's like, oh my god, I don't know which one to even start with, And then I watch something else. I watch like celebrity gossip videos or something. Anyways, um, it's fun. I and sometimes I just don't want to think, and that's such great stuff. The top 10 celebrities who destroyed their own careers and stuff like that. I'm like, yes. Anyways, um, see what says. It's my choice as a fan, and I wish you would. Oh, okay, okay. Sue says, in my town, everybody has quit wearing masks, like they think it's all over. No social distancing either. Yeah, it was interesting because I drove up to Tennessee a couple weeks ago to go see my daughters, and it was interesting. When I was here in Atlanta, every gas station I stopped by, I only stopped by one here to fill up, and then I stopped by one more gas station up in Tennessee, closer to my, ex's house. Um, and I noticed, but I did stop by Nothing Bundt Cake in Sandy Springs to get my daughter some bundt cake there. If you have not tried it, Nothing Bundt Cake, don't even talk to me until you try Nothing Bundt Cake. Anyways, um, I noticed here in Atlanta, everybody has their masks on. Some people even have gloves on. Everyone's taking it seriously. Even at the gas station, everyone had masks on. When I went to Tennessee, everyone looked at me like I was crazy for having a mask on. I even took it off. I was like, shoot, I don't want to get jumped, you know? So, like, I don't know. It is interesting to see how different areas are responding. And I think it might have, like I said, nobody else had their mask on. They were all looking at me a little funny, so I just took mine off. Maybe it's because, we are easily influenced. I'm easily influenced by the people around me. And really, the reason why I'm wearing a mask is because I want the people around me to feel safe. I'm not wearing it for me, I'm wearing it for everyone else. And if everyone else doesn't feel safe anymore because I'm wearing a mask, well, then it defeats the purpose, so I just take it off. And that's just my reasoning. Everybody, nobody's a villain in their own story. Everybody has a way to justify their own actions. And that's the way I justify mine. I just feel like, yeah, it's like if you don't want me to wear a mask, I won't. You know, if you want me to wear a mask, I will. I don't mind. But anyways, that's the thing. Everybody, you can't control other people, which is why I'm not taking any more new clients. First of all, I can't. I can barely fit my clients onto my schedule now. Now that I'm spreading it thin, because I'm only scheduling one house a day. But another good reason is because new clients are unpredictable. I don't know what I'm walking into. I don't know how seriously they're taking this. I don't know their lifestyle. But my clients, I've been going to their house regularly. I know their lifestyle. I know their family, and I feel safe. And it's predictable, not guaranteed that I won't catch it there, but chances are better that I won't because they're staying safe. I know them. But I feel for the grooming shops that have retail locations because you can't control how people behave when they come into your shop. You can have all the rules posted posted everywhere, big letters, even big fonts, and people still don't read it and they still ignore it. And it's like, oh man. Let's see. But Sue says, now our cases are growing every day. See, that's the problem. It's like, oh my goodness. Numbers don't lie. Science doesn't, this virus doesn't care whether you believe in it or not. You know, I'm reading the stories out in Texas, people who are having, celebrating birthdays and stuff, getting together, and now entire families are testing positive for the coronavirus. So it's just alarming to see what's going on these days. Sherry Berry says, Buffy, I am not following what you are saying. Kind of lost me. Did I miss something? Oh, Sherry Berry, she was answering the questions that I asked in tonight's Toastmasters at my. We're meeting online on my everything's online now, right? Nobody's getting together, and so on my Toastmasters online meeting tonight, the questions that I presented for the table topics, which is the impromptu portion of our meetings, but Buffy was giving her answers to my questions. Um, let's see here. Our favorite groomer, Patty says, I emailed Josh at Clipper Pros yesterday to give him the tracking number of the package of blades and shears to be sharpened and told him June the groomer referred me to them. Wow, thank you. and Josh keeps offering to, give me some sort of incentive or anything. I'm like, no. And I keep telling Josh, the moment you pay me, the moment it doesn't, it's not real anymore, you know? Like I tell Josh all the time, I promote your business and I promote you because I love your philosophy. I love how much he cares. I love how generous he is with his time and his information, his knowledge. He'll share his experiences with people. He'll even talk people out of a sale if he knows how they can just fix it on their own and they don't have to buy another blade or another clipper. It's like, wow, you know, who does that? Josh does that. And so, you know, thank you so much, Patty, but there really is no need. I mean, there's no commission involved, there's nothing. I'm sure Josh would be like, "Oh, thanks, Jude," you know. He told me to stop by his shop because he has a book to give me, and I guess, you know, that's his way of trying to give me something, you know. But I just feel like, you know, we should do things because we want to do it, not because we think there's gonna be something in return, right? And I really want to live that. I want to live what I say. Let's see here. Oh, Buffy. Oh, but I can donate. Thank you so much, Buffy. Um, Patty says, it's all lies. We love Jude. Thank you. Mindy says, can I be a student of your school? I have a Shih Tzu and I'm trying to figure out how to do Asian fusion style face. Nice. I love YouTube channel Lotto House. Lotto House. Oh, there's another one that I follow. I forget what they're called. I think is it Shushu? One of the, but she's a Korean groomer. I Yeah, some of those channels are amazing, right? I love it. Perfectly, they comb it out. It's like perfectly little round muzzles. I love it. Our favorite groomer says, "Well, it does say you have 27K subscribers on this channel." No, on this channel I should have like 600 subscribers. I'm streaming from my you know, my house call groomer channel, my newer channel that I made. I don't, because I was upset because I was going through a divorce. But that's no, okay. Who cares? Here we are. Here we are. Doesn't even matter what happened, right? The past is in the past. Let it go. Let it go. And I am feeling a little buzzed. Okay, so anyways, so here we are, right, Patty? And I stream on the other channel because I have on this channel I can't stream from my phone. I can't stream on mobilely because somebody Amy was saying that there's an app that I could download, but you know, again, I'm not just a whole techie guy. I don't want to. Anyways, it doesn't seem simple to me, so I don't want to bother with it. But with my other channel, because I have over 1,000 subscribers, I can just go live and it just start, you know, just press go and it'll start streaming. So that's why I do that when I'm out grooming, when I'm out in the field. But when I'm just talking about house call business and things like that, or talking my philosophy, I figured why not do it on this channel? You know, this channel, because this channel I made in the real intention was, you know what, the other channel, there were some of the videos where I was just, I was trying to be professional. I was trying, and I failed terribly on every one because I guess I'm just not a polished guy. I try to be script. Some of them were like scripted, and scripted. I use that term very loosely because it more like we had an organization of ideas, and that we were gonna try to stay on topic because I tend to ramble and just rattle off, and sometimes never even get back to the point that I was about to make. And anyways, I don't know. There was just a lot of things about that channel where I love that channel, and I'm glad I didn't delete it, and I'm glad I kept all the videos because there are some videos that are very helpful to, you know, a lot of people, and you know, I'm glad I made them. But this channel, I just wanted to let go of all pretenses. I just wanted to be myself, which is why you see me kind of buzzed right now, which is why my throat is drier than usual. But this channel, I told myself, because that channel, honestly, and I said it in some of the videos, I just flat out admitted it. I was trying to get famous, silly as that is. And I realized how silly that is now. But at the time, you couldn't have convinced me. You could not have convinced me that becoming famous was going to make me happy, or was not going to make me happy. You could not have convinced me that that was going to be true. But anyways, so I was really trying to get famous and trying to get noticed, and I was trying to figure out clickbaity titles to videos, try to get bit by a Westie. Ah, man. Anyways, this channel, I told myself I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do it for subscribers. I don't want to do it for likes. I just want to put my truth out there. I just want to talk, and that way, maybe if my grandkids, if I'm lucky to have them, will see. They can watch it when I'm gone. See the kind of guy I was. See what the kind of way I thought, and maybe even just, hey, don't do this. I tried it and it didn't work out great. Anyways, um, but yeah, where did I even get start that? Oh yeah, the 27. Yeah, so that's why the two channels. Just to explain why we're here. Sherry Beaver says, "No, I'm not a groomer. Sorry, I work for a phone. Oh, okay, phone company. Perfect. You have 27K subscribers. Yes, yes, I do, and I'm grateful. I mean, I don't even know how to visualize what that how many people that actually looks like. I'm like, would that fill a stadium? That might fill a stadium, right? 27,000 people? Like, what? Like it, it's overwhelming sometimes. LT says they hate getting their faces and butt brushed. Such a struggle. Yeah, every dog seems to have their area that they just don't like you to touch. Sometimes usually it's their feet, their back area. Um, it says 27 subs. Oh, really? On this channel? Oh my goodness, I'm streaming on. Okay, so Streamlabs, um, had me link it to my YouTube account, and I linked it to that account. That's why. Oh my goodness. Because I actually set up a live stream on my June the house call groomer. So I went through that whole explanation for nothing. Sorry guys, I'm an idiot. Again, like I said, I'm not a tech guy. Oh my goodness, it just clicked. Like, oh my god. And I'm logged on to my June the house call groomer YouTube account on my freaking website. I'm logged on as this, but I'm watching it on my freaking channel. Oh my god. I didn't even look that. Okay, so yeah, there it is. Yep, 12 people watching, 27,000 subscribers. So yeah, that's that 13. Okay. So that's kind of embarrassing, right? Putting in perspective, like 13 people watching out of 600 subscribers, they're like, "Man, you're doing pretty good." 13 people watching out of 27,000. I mean, it's like, wow, maybe they're bots. Anyways, no. But that's a shitty way to tell people, the 13 people watching, that you appreciate them, right? What an asshole. Anyways, okay, so you're right, Buffy. You're right. Yeah, we are on the original channel. Let me see here. It does say, okay, man, that's why Buffy was able to donate. That's why I was like, I thought she wasn't able to donate. Okay, Jamie Hansen, OMG, that's my lifetime dream trip. Iceland, yeah, right? Iceland looks so beautiful. I need to watch that Real Will Ferrell movie on the. Oh, you will not regret it, Jamie. It is so awesome. I think I'm gonna watch it again. Actually, I love the song. The last song moved me. Oh my God, I was literally touched. Like my heart was moved inside. I was moved to tears the last song was beautiful. Oh my goodness. Anyways, um, LC says, by the way, I'm Linda Choi from your Facebook. Okay, yes. I don't know if you know. Of course, I noticed. You're Linda Choi. Wow. Okay. I remember you offered the food you offered. Nice. Sue says, now Nashville has mandated mask in public. Yes. So that's good. I mean, you know, I know there's a big debate whether or not we should wear masks in public. I think it does help though, right? At least when we're wearing masks, when we see each other wearing masks, we're conscious of it. We're more aware of it. When no one's wearing a mask, it's easy to forget that we're dealing with this, right? Even if it is just psychological, it keeps people a little bit more physically distanced, because I guess socially we want to stay connected, right? Socially, let's stay as close as possible, but physically we have to keep distanced, right? um let's see. Linda says, I'm in the South now. But I'm from Boston. The southern states don't seem to take COVID as seriously as the north. Have you seen the spikes in the southern states? Yikes. Yeah, the numbers are scary. Buffy says, there's something to be said for horde immunity, but that comes at a risk. Yeah, a vaccine won't happen to spring at the earliest. And there's debate. People, saying they're not going to take the vaccine even if it is available. What do they say? Like 46%. They said the last news report I saw, 46% of Americans say they refuse. They're not taking the vaccines. And I don't know. I feel like by the time it gets to me, if when the vaccines become available, by the time I'm able to get it, I'm sure have been tested by hundreds of people, and tested, and I'm sure they would have figured out all the side effects and all the stuff by the time it gets to me. I definitely don't want to be the first person that gets the vaccine, but I don't think I'm going to refuse it either. Um, Sherry Berry says, I especially love the way you try to answer all the people who ask you questions and comments. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Buffy says, I was just asking June to add the choice of membership. It's an option that YouTube to become a member if you choose. But yeah, yeah, someone else mentioned that as well. And they're telling me, yeah, but if it's not about the money, then it shouldn't be about the money, right? If the money doesn't matter, then the money where's my mic? Then the money shouldn't matter. um Mindy, yes. Tree and Shoe. That's right. Tree and Shoe. I love that channel. Get Style and Paris Bong Korean channels. Get Style and Paris Bong. Okay, I'm gonna have to check them out. Sunday's Child 1966 says, pray for my Shih Tzu. He is now living with a homemade haircut. Cough cough. Oh, nice. um Buffy says, um, hold on. Hate to tell you, but you are streaming on June the Groomer channel. Yeah, which is yeah. I just figured that out. I'm gonna try to work that out. I think if I go back into the settings, I can maybe link it to the other channel, and I'll stream it from the other channel from now on. Man. Anyways, we'll work it. I mean, at least I'm able to share my screen now, right? So, um, Patty says, you do realize that, right? Yeah, I realize it now. Buffy says, June, you're not staying on topic. You not staying on topic is kind of what I love. The humor of it all. Thank you. Buffy, Fuji water is the only water that I actually love to drink. Yeah. And these are the 1.5 liter bottles that I get because they sell them for $2 for $5 at QT. So I just grabbed two of them. And I swear, like, if they run out of water, it'll be all my fault. Like, I'm sorry, Fiji. I drank all your water. Anyways, I like to exaggerate things, and I don't know. Buffy says, no, Sherry Berry. Okay, oh, okay, Buffy. Thanks for the clarification. Yep. Sunday Child says, you haven't tried the water from our own well. Springs from all over our township. Oh, wow. Sunday's Child 1966, where is that exactly? Are you in Scotland or something? I forget. You may have mentioned before. Um, let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Uh, welcome Evian for me. I like. You know what? I don't like Evian. I take that back. I I don't know why. There's like this. I don't know how to explain it. Like this weird taste in Evian that this for me tastes like crisp. There's like a crispness to it, Evian, there's like this lingering taste. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't like Evian. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sherry, who is it? Sherry Berry. He's like, oh, that's it. Unsubscribe for me. Dislike. Where's that freaking thumbs down button? Say shit about Evian. Sue Odom says, what? You're not famous? Then why am I watching? Oh man. Sherry Berry says, miss my well water. I had to move to follow my job. Speaking of famous, I remember one time I was walking into a grocery store with my daughters, and my older daughter goes, "Dad, you're the perfect kind of famous." I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And she goes, "When we walk into the grocery store, nobody knows who you are." And I started cracking up, and she goes, "Yeah, we can just shop and nobody bothers you, but but you are kind of famous, I guess." And I was like, "Thank you, Ava. So honest of you. What a nice compliment." Um. Let's see, Sherry. Missed my well water as I had to. It is the best. Yeah, well water. Interesting. I'm scared to drink well water. Right? I mean, if it comes from a spring, I guess, right? But still, I don't know. When I see people in the movies and stuff, like, getting that bucket up of water, I'm just like, how long has that bucket been? What's been growing inside that bucket? I don't know. Like, anyways, I'm a germaphobe a little bit when it comes to that. Um, let's see. Something's Child Cherryberry. It's more or less free. We left it one day watering the garden, went shopping, and still didn't run the well dry. Oh, interesting. Ashley Hoot says, "Hi everyone. Hey, what's up, Ashley?" Jamie Henson. I will make sure to tune into the last song of the movie. Yeah, Jamie. Oh my goodness, it is such a beautiful song, and I love the silliness of the movie. I don't know. I have a stupid sense of humor, which is why which is why I like Chris D'Elia. I don't know if you guys are, following or know anything about Chris D'Elia. He's a comedian that I liked, and I only found out about him through Brian Callen and his podcast, and just their banter back and forth cracked me up. And then I started listening to his podcast. Congratulations, Chris D'Elia. And now it came like a bunch of stuff has come out that he's a pedophile. I don't want to say pedophile because they're underage girls, but they were like 16, 17 at the time, and he was asking how old they were in some of them, but he's still a creep. Okay, I was defending him a little bit because I hate seeing people's careers just canceled like that, and how all his friends were just kind of turning on him, and I just felt bad for him. And so I was like, guys, we haven't even heard from him yet, and not all the facts have come out. Let's just hold off for a little bit, before we judge him so quickly. Because I was a fan. But then, you know, we see his rebuttal, and he came out with a few emails showing the entire conversation. And yeah, I guess he's not as creepy as they say. He wasn't intentionally trying to go after underage girls, I guess. But he is definitely a creep. Now everybody knows it, and man, it's just really a shame. But you know, people, and the thing is, I did kind of publicly, in some Instagram posts, even I tagged Chris D'Elia, and so I kind of felt like the need to kind of explain myself because I have two daughters. Pedophiles make my blood boil. I would never support a known pedophile. But I just feel like Chris D'Elia, I don't think he was going after children. I think he was going after pretty girls, pretty young girls that were, he just, one of them, he asked, like, how old are you? And she answered 12 as a joke. And he goes, answer, in all caps. And she goes, 24 with a question mark. And, so he was trying to get their age. And one of them, she said that she was 16, and then he said, "Oops, my bad. I thought you were 18 because you're at the show. You had to be 18 to be at the show." And he left the conversation. He didn't engage with her. So I just feel like, you know. But anyways, and again, I can't support him anymore, of course, because he is a creep. But you know, I don't think he's like a monster. I don't think he was. He's like knowingly going. I mean, maybe he likes younger women, and so if you're 18, the moment you blow out the candle, like Angel Schultz said. Angel Schultz is another comedian that has a podcast. He said the moment a girl blows out her 18th birthday candle, Chris is there. So maybe he likes them fresh. I don't know, but it just everything's crazy these days. It was just so sad to see one of my favorite comedians. I would literally watch his podcast because it was so just silly and just on the surface stupid. And it just took my mind off of things, and it got me through the coronavirus pandemic. And while I was, in quarantine, I would watch his podcast, and it just so heartbreaking to see that, anyways, man, I'm rambling again. Let's see here. Um, let me catch up here. Okay. Cindy's child. I was also born in 1966. Sherry Berry says. Sue says, I like wearing a mask because then I don't have to wear my top denture. Nice, Sue. Sherry Berry laughs at that. My Fox Baby's Cakes says, I have two personal friends who almost died. They're young. Trust me, this virus isn't something you want to gamble on getting. It's horrible. In all caps, my Fox's Baby Cake says, horrible. Sherry Berry says, I have a young friend that almost died too. Oh my goodness. Buffy says, the rules don't make sense from business to business. My salon had to spend thousands for the sneeze guards, but then restaurants have people grouped together, and these small businesses need help. Yeah, I'm hearing that more and more. Like, a lot of these regulations and these restrictions don't make sense. One of my friends were telling me that they think that the skating rink here is open back up. They were driving by and the parking lot was full. I'm like, oh my God. Like I just don't know how you can physically keep that 6 feet distance between everyone when you're skating. If you have a skating rink full of people, I don't know. I mean, but like my Fox's Baby Cakes is saying, I hope everyone's taking this seriously, because it could be your loved ones that get it, not you. But what if your loved ones get it? Sherry Berry says, there we go, witness program again. Texas made it. Whenever you go into any establishment, you have to wear a mask. Uh-huh. Because, yeah, we're hearing a lot of reports coming out of Texas, right? And Houston area. Buffy says, sounds like Epstein, but I don't even know who you're talking about. Huh. What were we talking about? I'm, I ramble so much, I can't even follow the conversation anymore. Epstein didn't kill himself, by the way. By the way, Epstein didn't kill himself. Sherry Berry says, there is, oh, are you talking about the Chris D'Elia allegations? Man, did I finish oh my goodness, my throat is dry. If you guys don't know, I've told this story many times before, but when I was younger, I had severe breathing problems because my nasal cavities are too small, and my adenoids, or whatever they call it, at the back of your nostrils, at the back of the nasal cavity, it's like your tonsils or something for your nose. They were too big. They were like over swollen, or they're too big. Anyways, so they took those out. They took the adenoids out, and they drilled a laser with the laser. They drilled a hole directly down to my throat from my nasal cavity. So now I can breathe, but um, I think it's because there's like that direct, you know, hole right there, cause my throat to get dry sometimes, and which is why I'm clearing my throat a lot, kind of coughing. There's nothing to drink. I drank all my beer. I just finished my water. All I got now is a little bit of this Knob Creek. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to show this on YouTube. They might cancel me. I'm just gonna get a little sip in there. Okay, just to kind of, like, just to soothe the throat a little bit. Mm, nothing crazy. Daddy's not trying to go crazy tonight. You know what I'm saying? just a little, just a little bit at the bottom, just kind of ease that. There you go. There's my voice coming back. There's my sexy voice coming back. Anyways, mm, okay. Why is that so smooth? Oh my goodness. Okay, so where was I here? Um, Cherry Berry. There's way more involved with the COVID. I really don't think the antidote is all they cracked it up to be. Just follow rules and you will be okay. Wash your hands, wear masks, socially distancing. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I think that maybe we can use different terms as well. Instead of saying social distance, what if we say physically distance, Maintain physical distancing, physically distance yourself. But socially, we want to connect, right? We want to stay socially connected because we're social creatures. And I think that a lot of mental health issues are starting to come to light, especially during this pandemic, because we're all, not getting together, meeting each other anymore. And there's a part of human nature that needs that community. So, I think that's why this is important. Getting together like this online, at least we're sharing ideas and thoughts together. It's kind of like we're hanging out, and funny enough, Tinder has had a spike during all of this, because people are sitting at home, but they want to hook up, they want to talk to somebody, they want to connect with somebody in a meaningful way. So if you're on Tinder, my profile handle is I'm kidding, I'm not on Tinder. I just thought it was interesting. It just shows, I think that it just is a very good example. It just shows that human beings want to connect. And during this time, we're not able to go out and physically connect. We're doing it online. Tinder's doing the best it's ever done. Um, let's see. Sherry Berry says all others to me taste like copper to me. Uh huh. Let's see. Maybe she's talking about the mask tastes like copper. Some of the masks taste like feet. I put it on like, why does it smell like a foot was on this mask? Like what in the world? Somebody's nasty feet. Anyways, with that foot fungus, it's like why is my mask remind me of stale Fritos? You know what I'm saying? Like what in the world has happened to this mask before it got to my face? Let's see here. Jamie says it sucks when you look up to someone and then you're let down. Oh no, Jamie, are you talking about me? She's probably talking about me because because I'm drinking, right? I'm sorry, Jamie. And I tell people all the time, I am an embarrassingly flawed person. If you did look up to me and you didn't think that I was a drunk, and I'm not a drunk, I don't think I'm a drunk, but I do enjoy alcohol. I love the taste of beer, IPAs, lagers. The beer I drank earlier was Sam Adams 76. Ooh, and it was a tall one, so that took two beer cans. Anyways, and the whiskey, I love bourbon, I love Scotch, I even like Irish whiskey. I don't know why I don't know why I put even. I don't know why I said I even like Irish whiskey as if it was substandard or something. I shouldn't have said even. I also like Irish whiskey. Whiskey's my thing. And I don't drink it to get drunk. I just drink it because, I enjoy the taste. I enjoy loosening up. Here I am. I'm sorry, man. I'm a I'm not a good role model to anyone. I have no reason. I have no idea why anybody would look up to me. Anyways, oh, she might be talking about Crystalia. Yes. Yeah, it really did suck. It really did suck. Like, oh my God. Like, don't tell me this is real, Like, I really do want to be a fan. Anyways, yeah, Jamie. It's like, why are you so defensive? Man, my lady doth protest too much, methinks. Hamlet. Anyways. Okay, why I take another sip of alcohol? Skating rinks. Buffy says skating rinks where you nose runs. I think that's a hard no. Yeah, skating rinks. If somebody told me, "Hey, we're having a huge get together, a party at the skating rink," come on, I'd be like, "No, no, I can't." Buffy says, "Skating." Oh yeah, Elsie. Some people aren't taking it seriously though. They care more about having fun than being. Yeah, and Elsie, we can't really fault them because again, some. I read this heartbreaking story about this father who says that COVID-19 killed his son, his 12-year-old. He just turned 12, and it was on his birthday. They had a great day, and then his 12-year-old son, who showed no signs of anything like that, they did not see this coming, hung himself. And he's saying that his son did not get coronavirus, but because of this pandemic and he's not allowed to have any interaction with his friends and things like that, and he's saying like who knows what these kids are going through, and he was saying that he really doesn't think that his son understood the finality of his decision, and he probably regrets. He's like, if he just gave it a day, he would probably regret his decision, you know. And he's just saying that, you know, and there's so many other heartbreaking stories right now about the effects that this isolation, where we're all isolating from each other and physically and socially distance, you know, I feel like we have to address that as well. So when I see people getting together at the park, when I walk my dogs, I see people getting together, playing disc golf on the disc golf course, having picnics, in the field, getting, just sitting around in big groups. I don't fault them. I understand. You know, like that's that's one of the basic joys of being a human being, right? Having that communion, that connection with fellow human beings, sharing that laughter. So I don't blame them. But for myself, because I live with my brother who has, you know, he's compromised, immune compromised, I just can't take the chance. I have to protect the people in my household. So for me, I still treat it like we are in the middle of a pandemic. I go to my client's house and I come straight home. When I go to the grocery store, the gas stations, I have a mask on, unless I'm in Tennessee. Um, let's see here. um, Buffy says, sounds like you need a neti pot. I don't know what a neti pot is, but I will take it. Anything that has the word pot in it, I am down. My Fox's Baby Cake says, at LC, yeah, it's terrible how selfish some people are to the detriment of others. And some people, I'm not saying all, but some people are actually taking this as an attack on their freedoms. And so they're literally treating this as like a constitution issue. Their rights are being infringed upon. And that's a tough one. That's a tough one to argue with them about, because it's like, yeah, I guess I don't want to argue with your right not to wear a mask if you really don't want to, or if you have a medical issue that prevents you from wearing a mask, fine. But come on, man. Don't be a dick, man. Just think about everybody else around you. Just put it on. Who cares? That's what I do. I just put it on. I don't care. Sherry Berry says we don't actually pull it up with a bucket, June. LOL. See only in movies. It runs it runs to the house in pipes, just like the utility company water. It goes through a filter and you put salt in it. It's ice cold. Nice. Oh my goodness. Show how ignorant I am. That's cool though. Jamie says, I bet there's a Tinder spike. Sunday's Child 1966 says, baby boom in 9 months. I joked about that with my OBGY. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, next year, right? So 9 months from, yeah, about December, right? Around Christmas time, and all through next spring, the hospitals are gonna be filled. Anyways, the maternity ward will not be able to handle it. Sherry Berry says, continued out of room. You put a bit of chlorine in it and it gets filtered. Jimmy says, "No, it's about you and your. No, it's not about you and your drinks. I love beer too. Fancy beers in my better half. Yes, nice. Let's see here. Jamie says it was about the comedian you brought up. Yes, yeah. I mean, it just sucks so bad because the thing is, I felt like we had a lot in common. He's 39. I'm 39. We both grew up in New Jersey, and some of the things that he found funny, I find hilarious too, and I know a lot of people don't. One of the clips that I just started cracking up. I could not stop laughing, and I was like, literally belly laughing. And then I sent it to my daughters, and I was like, "You gotta watch this." And she watches it, and she's like, "Okay." And I was like, "You didn't think it was funny?" And she was like, "Because there's a guy like struggling, stumbling over a word. You know, I could screen share. Holy cow! Hold on." So, oh my goodness, let me open another tab. You have to watch this. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead. So, um, in the see Beninging, and I wouldn't even know about this video had Chris D'Elia not brought it up on his podcast. Congratulations! Oh my goodness! So here it is. I'll make a large screen here so you can see it. So I sent this to my daughter, and she made me feel bad for even laughing about it. But that made me realize that Chris D'Elia and I have a similar sense of humor, and it is kind of inappropriate maybe because my daughter was like, I guess, kind of feeling bad for the guy because he's
Genesis 1, verse 1. In the beginning, in the beginning, yeah.
yeah, yeah, he's working it out.
In the in
The guy in the back says, "Listen, bro."
beginning, yeah. In the beginning, in the beginning,
And then he does the body shake. He's working it out.
in the beginning.
Oh man.
We announced that our membership figures stood at 769, 800 and 700. Listen properly. 769,820.
Okay, I haven't seen this. Okay, so somebody. Okay,
And 70 members
okay.
down from 100
So this video is the truth about
102 million in 2010.
that video. Okay, okay. So see, so even the video that. But anyways, so even that's a lie, Chris D'Elia. Oh my goodness. So I sent that to my daughters, and she was like, "Why is that funny?" And I thought it was hilarious because he's like trying to work it out, and he just keeps repeating the same word. Anyways, but now okay, so now I found out that video is fake. What a disappointment, Chris D'Elia. You're just disappointing me over and over again. Let's see here. My Fox's Baby Cakes. June, you're funny in a good way. You've helped me and my dog through tough times long before this pen. Wow, thank you. Shoot, see that? I've been funny, Chris. I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Buffy, June, you get so behind in feeds. You lose what you're commenting on. I love when you get when you don't recall what the person is commenting on. Sue says, get you a bottle of Fireball. No, Fireball, that's crazy. Take a swig of it and it'll clear your throat for good. Good for sore throats. Yeah, you'll probably forget that you even have a throat. Like what throat? Oh my goodness, Buffy! All this talk of drinks, seriously, went to grab a Coors Light and poured it in my frosty mug. Oh, nice. Sue says, Buffy, we'll just have an online party. Nice, nice. Let's see here. No cover charge either, right? Because, during this pandemic, I want to be respectful of everybody's situation. Not everybody can afford a cover charge. Shoot, when I was in Boston one time, I was just at the bar enjoying my hamburger. And I wasn't a ham. I forget what I was eating, but hmm, the way I was eating it, I guess, drew the attention of the people around me because I was making love to it. I was just when I eat my meal, I really want to enjoy. I just oh my goodness, what is the word? I fondle it. I fondle my food because I like alliteration. I fondle my food, you know. I like to get the full experience and make love to it. Just, and like making love. I don't want to just, I don't want to get down into it and just swallow it over with. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes a minute, man. So when I eat my food, I like to fondle it, you know what I'm saying? And just caress it, experience it, smell it, experience it. So anyways, I guess this is not normal behavior. I guess normal human beings don't eat this way. So people are looking at me. And this one guy next to me, he goes, "Man," he was like, "I've been coming here for so long and I have no idea what you order, but I need to order it." And we started talking. Turns out he doesn't have money for a cover charge. And I was like, "Man, yeah, I'll get you in." And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "I want to go up there and just look around anyways. Let's go." Anyways, I was just like thinking to myself, who comes out without any money? You know, who goes out to a bar with there's a club upstairs and cover charge without any money to spend? And I was thinking, that's right, college boys do that because I remember doing that when I was in college. I was like thinking, you come out here with no money? And I was thinking, oh yeah, that's right. That's what I did when I was in college. Okay, let's see here. Jamie says, Neti pot is shaped like a kettle, and it's a gravity flow saline solution. Oh, Neti pot. I'm gonna have to look into that. Sherry Berry says, the other waters taste copperish to me. The water, yeah. Not the mask, Yellowware. We're on Fuji at Evian. Okay, that's right. That's right. Um, Sue says, I got the Navage sinus cleaner. It is awesome. Navage sinus cleaner. Oh, okay. Um, Buffy says, careful, you could get a copyright strike. Oh yeah, I could. It's all good. Whatever. You know what? Like copyright strike because I got copyright strikes on a few of my videos, and they were saying that it really doesn't matter unless you're trying to get your video monetized. So a copyright strike doesn't prevent your video from being on YouTube. It can still be on YouTube. No one's going to take it down. It just means that you don't get the money from the advertisements. It goes to the person who claims the copyright. I was like, I don't care. Honestly, because again, if it's not about the money, then it shouldn't be about the money. I don't care if people copyright me. That's why when I sing the beautiful songs, but I think it's because when I sing people's songs, maybe the YouTube algorithms doesn't detect it because you know I just sing it too well. It's like Mozart playing the song back to you, but better. I can't help it. I can't help it if I'm a prodigy. Um, Patty says, right? LOL. Sue Odom. Uh huh. My Fox's baby cakes. When I eat a hamburger, everyone makes fun of me because I eat around the perimeter first, then the middle. That's how you eat a hamburger, or the perimeter first, and then, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to try that because I thought about doing that because all the cheese and everything hangs out the edges. I've thought about eating around the edges, just around the edges, and then eating the middle once it's a nice circle that I've chewed. I once I've carved out a nice circular, circle in the sandwich or burger with my teeth, sculpted, then enjoy it. That would be. I've thought about that before. I can't believe I met somebody who actually does that. My Fox's baby cakes. Wow, that's next level. Okay, had I done that, I think people would have started taking pictures. Sue Odom. I had a friend that smelled every bit of every bite he took. Really weird. Yeah, I mean, I like to smell the food too. I like smelling it. I mean, oh my goodness, especially pizza. Oh my, grandma's. There's a place down the street from me called Grandma's New York Pizza, and they make this bruschetta. Oh my goodness, I love just smelling that bruschetta before I eat it. Anyways, I think supposed to pronounce it bruschetta, right? Bruschetta. Anyways, um, Kit Kat. Good evening. Good evening, Kit Kat. How are you? Or maybe she's saying good evening like goodbye. Either way, good evening to you. Buffy, I thought three strikes and they delete your channel. Uh-huh. Maybe I should start being careful. Okay. I'm glad you told me this, Buffy, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the settings here after the stream. So I stream every time I click this button to go live, it'll stream from my other channel where I could take more risks because if that channel gets deleted, at least a lot of the DIY grooming videos that I did back in the day won't be at risk of being deleted. I should start backing some of these videos up. I mean, anyways. um, Speaking of backing videos up, I remember this one person emailed me about the Sunshine video. The first time, Sunshine's first visit, when this was like 7 years ago, when I tried to groom him and he shat himself and pissed himself and just went nuts. And I called the groom off and I was like I looked in the camera and I was like I don't have the skills or the experience or the knowledge to groom this dog. He's beyond my ability. I'm not able to do it. And I asked the YouTube community for help, and I was hoping to get the attention of Caesar Milan actually, and I was hoping he would watch. Somebody would get it to him. Anyways, that never happened. But I ended up deleting that series. It was like a three-part series video. I ended up deleting it because people were really upset. And PETA, there was a group that was trying to get PETA after me. There was other secret groups forming on Facebook dedicated on like to try to take me down. And this groomer was not kind enough to email me and tell me what was going on behind the scenes that I had no idea about. And she was saying, if it's really not that important to you, then why don't you just take the videos down, because it's causing so much trouble. And I told her, I think you're right. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I didn't know this was going on. So I took the videos down. Then this gentleman emails me and says like, I noticed you took the videos down. And he was like, don't worry, I downloaded them. And he was like, good thing I downloaded them before you try to cover your tracks and all this stuff. And I emailed him back. I was actually excited. I was like, I'm so glad you saved the copies before I deleted them, because I delete the raw material, the raw footage off my camcorder because it doesn't have a lot of storage space. So every time I make edit the video and I upload it onto YouTube, I just go ahead and erase it off the camera, the raw footage, so I can make another one. And I told him I don't have a copy of it. I don't have any a video of that first visit of Sunshine's, especially after I deleted it off my channel. And I told him, I'm so glad you saved it. Can you send me the copies? Because I would like to study. I would like to keep it as study material. Even show it to my students one day if I have to school. And I never heard back from. I never heard back from him. I guess he only wanted to keep it if it was gonna upset me and hurt me. But when I was excited and so happy that he actually kept those videos and I asked him for a copy of it, I never heard back from him. Anyways, heaps of coal, right? Heaps of coal on your enemy's head. Let's see here. Buffy said, "That's how I eat a peanut butter cup. That's how I eat a Reese's peanut butter cup, all the way to the middle, all the way to the middle, and the Twix all the way to the cookie." Me too. So when I eat a Twix, I eat the layer. I eat layer by layer to the cookie, and I finish the cookie last. What? That's crazy. LOL. I can't help. I have. I can't help it. I have. I have to eat a hamburger that way. Diana says that's how I eat Oreos. Oh, I don't eat Oreos that way. I twist the Oreo and then I eat the. Um, the thing is, I don't eat just. I used to eat just the cream, but I realized when I do that, it's too sugary, it's too sweet, and then I have these two chocolate things to deal with. So I do twist it, and then I eat the cookie and the cream together on one side, and then I follow it up with that single chocolate half. Anyways, um, so he says June doesn't need the money. He works with the Chippendales on his nights off. Exactly. And Sue's tips alone will sustain me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need anybody else. Sue is there every night. She's my VIP. She's my MVP. You the real MVP, Sue. So, anyways, when Sue and I are not hanging out at Chippendales in the evenings, that's my Friday night. And then usually we hang out on the weekends a little bit. But, anyways, as long as Sue's tipping, I don't need anybody else to donate to this channel. Kit Kat says, "Hello, I'm good." Oh, nice. It wasn't like a good evening goodbye. Diana says, "Yeah, I eat Twix like that too. I'm not a weirdo after." Nice, nice. We are weirdos. You are a weirdo, Diana. We are the weirdos. That's why we're here. So it's just we're the same kind of weird, Diana. So that's why you don't feel so weird here. um, Diana says, "I eat Twix like that too. See, my Fox's baby cakes." It's the only way, Buffy says. That's what I'm saying. We are the weirdos. Um, but welcome. I'm in good company. TMI June. Sherry Berry says TMI June. Oh, TMI about what? Maybe TMI about. Anyways, it could have been about anything at this point because I mean, when do I not share? Overshare. The hamburger. Uh huh. Damn, I want a hamburger. Uh huh. Buffy said, taking groomers down. The part I don't understand is it's only showing what others don't show when they groom, but whether it's seen or not, what's the difference? I don't understand. Hmm. Taking, oh, groomers trying to take your other like when they're trying to take exactly, and it is hurtful, and that's why I think that when I saw groomers ganging up on Ashley's pack down in Florida, because she was trying to restrain Poe, I was like, no, I can't just sit by and let it happen because I know how it feels. And then when they were doing that to my favorite groomer, Dee Dee, I was like, I can't let that happen, because I know how it feels. Kit Kat says, me too. Molly Fox's baby cakes. Yep, peanut butter cup, same. Yeah, exactly. Eat around the edges first. Sometimes, though, sometimes when I'm feeling a little frisky, I will stick my tongue through the middle of the peanut butter cup and get the middle to pop out, and I'll eat the middle first, and then I'll eat around the. I'll eat the outside that's left because the outside the ring is left. That's creepy. I can't believe how creepy that sounded because I never actually told anybody. I never actually said that out loud before, and now hearing it, and I probably shouldn't have said it while I'm live streaming like this. So, I don't move my tongue around though. It's not like I stick my tongue through and like, I mean, I don't do anything frisky. It's just the only reason why I use my tongue is because I don't want to use my fingers to push through it, and so that is even more. Don't do this. Don't ever do this action when I'm about to do and I'm not going to finish. Don't do that. So the only reason why I use my tongue is because I don't want to use my fingers to push it through. So I just use my tongue to push the center part through and it pops out on the other side, and I scoop it out and I eat the center part, and then the outside chocolate ring that's left, I'll eat that. I just want to make it clear that you know I'm not, It's not as freaky as it sounded when I just said it, okay? I know I said Crystalia and I have a lot in common, but I promise you, I promise you, I'm not a creep. I mean, I sometimes I see creepy things, but anyways, let's see here. Um, See what says. Uh, I'm June's cougar. Weirdos rock. My Fox's baby cake says. Kit Kat says, "That's the only way I eat Twix." Yup, layer by layer, right? Um, our favorite groom, Patty says, "A proud weirdo." Yup. Kit Kat, LOL, Dee. Buffy says, "Yes, because you know what happens to other groomers too. Just because you show the behind the scenes that others don't doesn't make them any different. That's all I'm saying." Yup, Buffy, I completely agree. Kit Kat says, "Refridge the cups first." Oh, I love. Or put in the freezer. Oh my god. Sue says, "I told June I was 69. He didn't realize that's my age." Boy, he was disappointed when he figured it out. No, I'm not. I'm actually into older women. I That's the thing. That's why I don't understand pedophiles or people or guys that like underage girls that are 17, 18. It's like, what is the appeal? Like let them ripen. Let them mature a little bit, I like curves. I like a woman. Um, mommy issues. Anyways, moving on. That's TMI. Um, let's see. My Fox is big. OMG, you're making me laugh. Oh, you're welcome. She says, thank you. LC, Linda says, I can relate to you guys. I just take a bite of everything at once. Kit Kat, OMG. June, too funny. Buffy says, yes, Kika, agree. They don't taste the same without freezing first. Yeah. Um, totally Buffy. Kit Kat, I am Patty and not Dee Dee. Yes, yes, that's right. Kit Kats. I am Patty, not Dee Dee. Yes. Our favorite groomer is Patty. My favorite groomer is Dee Dee. Yep. Um, Sue Odom. And my favorite dog dad is David T, which we don't like, who is not invited to my channel anymore. See, he's not even on this chat. No, I was kidding. He's probably busy. But he's doing well. Last time I talked to him, busy guy, has a lot going on. But anyways, let's see. Sue says, I hope anyone coming on this conversation realizes we are talking about food. Kit Kat. Yeah, you should saw. See, you should have saw you doing it, June. The tongue thing. Buffy. That 69 comment just made my beard come out of my nose. Rachel says, back again. My phone died. Oh, Rachel. Wow, that's commitment. Oh my god. See, that's the thing. It's like I cannot believe people actually want to watch my videos. But when somebody actually makes an attempt to come back on after their phone died, like, wow, like, what? Thank you so much, Rachel. Trying to make it worth her effort to come back on, and I'm gonna struggle with her name. Rachel Burgett, is it Burgett or Berger? Rachel Berger, Rachel Burgett. Anyways, Rachel, we'll just say Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. Why do I have to make it weird? You know what I'm saying? Um, Buffy says, "Dang, June, I'm your cougar then." Oh. Anyways, I cost more than $15, Buffy. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you gotta play like Sue. If you're not gonna play in the big leagues like Sue, then don't even come, don't even step foot on the field. You know what I'm saying? Um, Kit Kat says, "Okay, sorry, Patty. My Fox's baby cakes." Buffy, right? Buffy, LOL. Yes, DT is doing well. Yeah, busy guy, right? Shoot, I don't envy him. He's got a lot going on. Kit Kat says, correct. Okay, I got it. Nice. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Oh man, it's already 10 o'clock. And again, I gotta go. I have a big day tomorrow. I have a possible rejection that I'm walking into. So, I've been rejected by far better. So it's not even a big deal. Anyways, or I'm gonna end up grooming a dog there. Who knows? I don't even know what tomorrow's gonna end up being like, but I completely understand. And here's the thing though, there are some self-wash places that didn't allow grooming, which are kind of bending the rules now. And maybe it's because business is slowing down or they need the, I don't know. But again, a lot of these, like everything's kind of changing, like all the rules are changing. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, tomorrow we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll stream on this channel because again, if I'm gonna stream on my phone, I have to stream on this channel. So maybe I'll stream the Groom live while I'm there tomorrow if it works out. And then this weekend I'm going up to Tennessee, like I said. So um, I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but anyways, I'm gonna go up to Tennessee this weekend to spend Fourth of July weekend with my daughters. All right. Burgett, just as it's spelled. Burgett. Okay, perfect. Um, it's probably not how I'm saying it, but anyways, thank you so much, Rachel. My Fox's Baby Cake says, by the way, I go by Baby Cakes. Okay, makes it easier. My Fox, aka husband, passed away. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Uh, how long ago was that? That wasn't recent, is it? Like, man. Oh, you know what? Let's not even talk about it. Let's just move on. I'm sorry, Baby Cakes, to hear about that. But yeah, from now on, it's just Baby Cakes. Linda says, "Good luck tomorrow. Thank you so much." I mean, either it's gonna work out or it's not. I mean, I don't mind. If they say no, you can't, then you know, there's a lot I can do. I got emails that I gotta catch up on. I have clients that I gotta try to get on my schedule. So there's a lot that I could do. I could stop by Josh's place, Clipper Pros, up in Buford. He's saying that he has a book for me that he wants to give me. So I could stop by Josh's place. There's a lot that I could do. Um, let's see here. Sue says, my neck of the woods. Yeah. Yeah, Sue. No, I was kidding. Okay, don't be. Why did I say that so creepy like that? Anyways, like I didn't learn my lesson watching what Chris D'Elia's going through. A lot of his jokes and comments where he was just joking are coming back to bite him now because in the context of what we know now and the creepy messages that he sent, and listening back to his jokes, it lands different. The jokes hit different, and yeah, I mean, it's just, anyways. Rachel says, and yes, you're welcome. I like to keep up. I love the interaction between other groomers and people, of course. Nice, right? That's exactly what I come here for. The interaction, the camaraderie, the community, and everyone here is so encouraging. And I love this tribe that we've built, this community that we've created. Amy's a part of it, right? I mean, there's so many good people that show up. Buffy. So, I mean, again, with this whole social distancing thing, I think we should keep in mind that they mean physical distancing. Socially, we need to stay connected, I think, for our own mental health. Um, Rachel says, good night. Elsie, June, really going to see, you're really going to see Sue. No way. I mean, how could I face my daughters, right? So I'm gonna see her on my way down. Is what's gonna happen. Buffy says, "Night, June. Good night, everyone." Sherry Berry, I think the drinks are getting to him. Not getting nasty with peanut butter. I mean, I just want like I wanted to be honest because I do eat peanut butter cups that way. I eat around the perimeter and the inside, but sometimes I do eat it that way. And I just wanted to be honest, transparency, full transparency. Um, Linda says, good night, all. Baby Cakes, no worries, you didn't. Baby Cakes is just shorter for you. Thank you so much, Baby Cakes. You're so kind. Thank you for letting me off the hook. Kit Kat says good night. Baby Cake says thanks for the laughs, giggles, and fun. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this. It wouldn't have been fun without you. Seriously, everyone's comments and participation is what makes it fun. Sue says we all need a laugh. Thanks, June. Baby Cakes agree. 100% physical distancing, not social. Exactly. I think that's what we need to keep in mind. Socially, let's stay connected. Let's check in on each other. Socially connected, socially close as possible, but physically, stay 6 feet away from me at least. Anyways, thank you guys, and I hope everybody has a good night. I honor the light in you that's also in me. And maybe mine might be a little brighter than yours, and that's okay. It doesn't even matter. That's not the point. Who's brighter or not? A star doesn't shine because it's trying to outshine the star next to it. It simply shines because that's the nature of a star, right? And we are all made of stardust. If you think about it, it's true. Stars made of nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon, right? All the We're made of the same thing. So we all have a spark, a life force, a light inside of us, right? Who cares if mine is brighter than yours? It doesn't even matter to me. But I honor the light in me that is also in you.